guys, I'm gonna try this one more time. I tried it last week and it never did load up, so I'm gonna try to do it YouTube this time. I just wanted to get on here and talk to you a little bit because I missed last week, and I wanted to do a virtual this week, but I need to see you guys actually this week to go over, actually next week early or sometime to go over your plans for the wedding, what you would like for me to do as officiant. But today I'm talking about private time. I know when people get married, sometimes they feel like they lose their private time. You have to have a personal time with yourself to keep who you are. I know that sounds crazy, but you're marrying an individual, and that individual you love everything about that person. Well, some things about that person, some things about that person you don't like, but you like their personality enough to marry them. So when we get married, sometimes we intertwine our personalities and we do so much for that person or the other person that we forget who we are. So it took about 7 years in my 25-year marriage to understand that I was lost. Or he was lost. He had to understand that he was lost. He's no longer himself because he's doing so much to please me, and I was doing so much to please him. It should be easy, but sometimes it's not. So, but personal time, I'm trying to tell you about personal time. Take time out to love on you. Take time out away from each other so that you can appreciate each other. Take time out so that when you go out and be by yourself or be with your friends, that your character still stands, that you can still, you know that you are still married to this man, but I'm out having a good time in a respectful way. I'm still married to this woman, but I can go out and have a good time and still have the same character and personality. I love this woman. So the thing about it is, but you need that time. You need that time alone from each other. You need a time away from each other so that when you come back, that you have worried them so much and did so much and been sick and been faithful and been taking care of home so much, taking care of him and her so much that you lose yourself. So I'm saying all that to say this: take time out for yourselves. Go on a spa day. You can do this together too, but at the same time, I want you to do it separately. During the marriage, while y'all are spending a 25-year relationship, while y'all doing a 25-year relationship, take time out to do you. Trust is important. If there's anything that you don't trust them about, talk to them about it. Talk to them about what's going on with you, why you don't trust that part. If it's something in your past, you need to get rid of that. You need to clean that up. But trust each other enough to be without each other. Trust each other enough to trust them to go down to the beach and have a good time with their girlfriends or with their boyfriends or with your boyfriends or I can't say boyfriends, with your friends, and then come back and everything be okay. But you have to trust yourself enough to do those things. The other thing I was going to talk to you about this week, so I'm doing that kind of like 2 in 1, is love don't always love. Well, no, I can't say love don't always love. Love don't always like. Sometimes you love them, but you don't like them or like what they're doing at the time, or they're getting on your nerves so bad. So you have to take that time out. You have to take that time, that breathe and say. But communication is key. Let them know, look, I'm not liking this right now. I need to kind of tell you this so you can stop doing it, or we can work on it together. Love don't always like. I love you, but right now I need some time. That don't mean separate. That means take time to yourself and evaluate. Let the other one know what's going on. Evaluate that, and then come back together and be better. Always make everything that you're doing better. Always make your relationship better. Even in arguments, find out what the argument is, the root of the argument is. Because sometimes the root is not what we're arguing about. We'll argue about the petty little stuff and not get to the root. So if you can get to the root of the situation or the root of the problem, find out what the real problem is, then you can carry on. You can make that better instead of festering the argument or festering why you need to separate, why you need to be in a different spot of the house. But that can all be good too. I always take time out away from Charles because he's quiet and sometimes I don't know what he's thinking, but I'll take time out and be like, okay, let me not worry him because I'm about to ask him 50 million times, are you okay? Are you okay? What's wrong? What did I do? How did I do that? What do you need me to do? I'll do that. So I have to take time out to myself and let him be in himself, because he'll go into himself. Let him be in himself for a minute, because when he comes out, then and it took me a minute to figure this out. When he comes out, he's okay. He had to work something out within himself. Sometimes we have to work stuff out within ourselves and then come back to that person and be like, okay, I'm good. But the greatest thing is the communication part. Knowing her love language, knowing his love language, knowing what's actually what his personality is, how he's going to do the, okay, he's going to go into himself, or oh, he's going to go to his family, or oh, she's going to go to her family, or oh, she's going to do this and this to get herself together and come back and be okay. So those are the things I really wanted to talk to you about. I can't talk long on this thing because it don't load up for some reason. Last time it was like a 20-minute thing. But if you have any questions, feel free to call or text or anything. I'm here for you, okay? Not just because of the money, but because I care about relationships, because relationships are ordained by God. A good relationship has a good friendship foundation, and I think you guys have that.